Hi, this is Alex Tardy from the National Weather Service in San Diego. Here is a video weather briefing for the changing weather pattern expected late June, early July. Basically, we are going to be heating up, especially across the inland areas and the deserts. This video briefing is about 5 minutes long. Hope you enjoy. The highlights we're going to look at are the current conditions across the region, specifically Southwest California. The current weather pattern and the change allowing the heat to expand across the west, increasing heat in our deserts and inland areas late in June and into early July, a monsoon pattern possibly setting up for the desert southwest, increasing coastal dense fog versus just the low clouds we've seen at night and in the early mornings. We'll also take a look at the updated summer outlook. Here's a look at the percent of normal. The bottom line is since October 2012, it's been quite a bit below normal, around 50% of normal for much of Southern California. The only areas between 50 and 70% would be parts of our region in extreme Southwest California. Current sea surface temperatures, well, they have been running a little bit above normal, and that has cooled off a little bit with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s on the beaches. But over the open waters, temperatures continue to run a little bit above normal. Further out off the coast, you can see temperatures are below normal in the blue shaded areas. The current water conditions across the state. Well, we started off the spring with a large supply near about 100% of average. Now, that is the red line, the reservoirs are dropping below the historical average to date. This is because the runoff will be and has been considerably less. As shown here, the mountain snowpack as of May 1st was considerably below normal. Most regions of the Sierra Nevada, where the core of our water comes from, 25 to 50% of normal as of May 1st. All right, our current weather pattern now on the left and late in June. We can see an upper level trough of low pressure has been basically nearly stationary across the Pacific Northwest. This is expected to shift east. That has brought continual southwest flow to our region, which has helped mix out the marine layer, the low clouds, but also kept conditions near normal on the coast and not so excessively hot inland. It also has brought some windy conditions to our passes and deserts. Look to the right. The flow will completely change as upper level high pressure later in the month is expected to become quite strong and allow the flow to become southeasterly across the desert southwest. That is more your typical monsoon flow, so some early development of that is likely. The big story is big, broad, high pressure expanding west. That'll expand the heat. Let's look at the fuels across the region and how dry it is. Well, when we take a look at a satellite image, you can see most of the region is considerably below normal. We see the browns and the reds. There still are some areas in the highest terrain where vegetation is still quite green and a little bit above normal. But for the most part, most areas below 6,000 feet, very dry and at best near normal conditions. Let's take a look at the live fuel moistures. This is a look at the living vegetation. This time of year, they should be dropping off, but you can see it has dropped off rapidly. There's the red line currently compared to the black line, which is the average or normal. And then last year, much wetter live fuel moistures. The green up lasted longer. That's 2012 in blue, and currently is the red. Very dry conditions. The drought monitor also reflects this. We have basically brought most of Southern California into a severe drought. Take a look at the scale for the different rankings of drought. All right, the outlook for June 25 through 29th, the end of this month, shows temperatures, high confidence of much above normal temperatures for the Intermountain West. That'll expand all the way into our region and especially our inland valleys and deserts. So temperatures going above normal for those areas and getting very hot. How about for later in the month and into early July? Basically the same weather pattern, a little bit of relief over the Texas region. However, the high pressure basically is expected to remain very strong over the Intermountain West and expand into California with above normal temperatures. How about the precipitation outlook? We mentioned that monsoon could be developing, and that is expected, especially for Arizona into southern Utah. Some of this likely will expand at least into the deserts of southwest California, may not make it yet all the way to our region, our mountains and deserts, but certainly in southeastern California for late June and early July. We will keep an eye on that for the potential expanding westward. All right, the updated summer outlook that we promised you. We're still looking at basically equal chances of above or below normal for precipitation, so not a strong signal for the strength of the monsoon, basically about an average monsoon. We are expecting, though, temperatures, especially our inland valleys and our deserts, to have a tendency to be above normal. So that basically means a couple more stronger or longer heat waves for our inland areas, especially our deserts and parts of our inland valleys, such as the Inland Empire. This outlook expands from July through September. Take a look at these links for reference to forecasts and graphics from the National Weather Service and monitoring temperatures. We hope you enjoyed the video presentation.